friendly only in name.
Well, I think we know what we're in for, whatever the circumstances that exist when these two meet. Losing really isn't an option, making this another intense, feisty clash, which should keep everyone on edge. The fans are more nervous than the players, to me, confirming an atmosphere of angst. Try telling them there's nothing riding on this.
Off we go then. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Well, this guy Pedri, without doubt, is the greatest talent of his generation to come out of Spain. I mean, he has all the traits of some of the great legends that have been there before him. The ability to handle the ball in tight spaces, his speed of thought on the turn, his understanding of the landscape around him, the intelligence in reading defensive positioning. All those factors which can make him unplayable when he's truly unsung.
Yeah, I'd have picked him too. No doubt the fans feel much the same way. You can run onto that. Shot at goal! They've scored!
It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through them from there, that definitely doesn't have a good look about it.
So the first goal of the game.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another as soon as possible.
Rafinha. Oh, perfectly measured that. Ferran Torres. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Is there any support? He might not need it. And here's Rafinha. Rafinha. And it's played into the middle. And it's De Jong. De Jong played out to the left flank. Does really well to win the ball there. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. That's a nicely weighted pass. It's a goal kick.
Well, that was well positioned and well pitched. They can't hurt with their backs to go.
It's a lovely, neat pass. Oh, there's a probing ball. And he's heaved it away. And claimed it back swiftly. Clipped into space. Hit into the middle. Koundé is there and he can get that clear. Vermeer.
The face of it, Peter, we would appear to have a high-caliber meeting with very little at stake. But then you consider a chance for one or two of the fringe players to get a look in, and this becomes a big incentive. It changes the dynamic. So there's plenty at stake for them, which will do no harm to the energy levels
Pedri.
and the overall conviction, and hopefully the style of contest.
Pedri. Balde. Here's Ferran Torres. So it's...
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Has a look and plays it forward. And we're not going to make any further progress now. Eric Garcia. Pedri. Rafinha. Balde stood his ground strongly. Ferran Torres. Lovely bit of skill. Balde puts a cross in.
Barcelona clearly are looking formidable down that left-hand side, the current supply route. Look, it's the width that's providing this momentum, and they look set to further exploit. Gives the defence a decision to make, whether to go zonal or man-to-man now.
Calmly anticipates. Oh, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. Kubasi. Koundé.
The face of it, Peter,
all
we would
over
appear
again with
to
the
have
goalkeeper.
high-caliber meeting with
Kubasi.
very little.
Eric Garcia. So it's down to business here. De Jong.
He'll be eyeing up any set plays the opposition concede in that defensive third.
Referee's given a throw. Yeah, he'll certainly be leaving his mark on this game, quite possibly actually at both ends. Well, this is turning out to be a lively old game.
Yeah, especially in those wide areas, something the team have clearly identified as being the more productive of the channels.
Ferran Torres. And we're underway. Over to the left. Oh, sweet feet. A chance to play it in. Eric Garcia. Barcelona suffering an early setback and looking to reel it back in.
Well, I would think, Peter, that this team needs help from the experience within. That should help begin the recovery at least.
Quality ball. And he welcomes it in. Eric Garcia gets it away. Fermin. Moved on forwards. And he's there to clear it. Looking for in particular here.
Well, Anthony Elanga is a very talented lad, Peter. What I like to hear is that
Yamal, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Balde, forwards and with intent. De Jong! Rafinha with the short one. Yamal. Chance for a shot! Oh, played through for the wide man. Well timed, excellent interception. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Pedri tries to thread one through. It's a mighty effort! And yes, it's there! Barcelona are back in business! A great delivery and a finish to match.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, this one always did feel hard to predict, and that's exactly how it looks like turning out.
Hoisted upfield by the keeper. Fermin. Now it's Ferran Torres. Out to the left it goes. Pedri. And it's Lopez. And here's Ferran Torres.
Ferran Torres really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
That's the throw. Eric Garcia. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Fermin. Rafinha. Rafinha takes a look up. Rafinha puts a cross in. Defending of the desperate variety. Pedri. Ah, such a clever touch. Lopez. Really well cleared. And here's Ferran Torres. It's made its way. Fermin!
I'll tell you, Peter, the keeper owes him big time there. He's lucky his mate was wide awake to that.
And it's played forward. Balde. And it's Pedri. Oh, that's a nice ball. Pedri is offering some sort of an apology there.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Pedri with a definite foul there. The cross comes in. Rafinha. Balde. Eric Garcia. Eric Garcia played over towards the opposite flank. De Jong. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Barcelona clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Yamal. And here's Ferran Torres. Ferran Torres with the challenge, and he has given away a free kick. Dimitrovic, long ball by the goalkeeper. Vermeer. Oh, that's well done, really robust. Tries a shot! He has done it! And they've got their lead back. Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? That's really well manoeuvred. Now it's Yamal. Yamal. Aim forwards. Kubasi. And it's played forward. Now it's Rafinha. Rafinha. It's run loose here. De Jong. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Ferran Torres! And he's there to clear it. Spread out to the left. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Koundé chooses to go cross-field. Proves too strong. And back to the keeper they go. Kubasi. Koundé. Moved on forwards. And that's a simple one for the keeper. Pedri. And it's Lopez. De Jong. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Driven forward. Played out to the right. Oh, he's not played the ball, that's a foul. Kubasi. Play cross-field, changing the point of attack. Balde. Getting on for a third of the way through the game. Kubasi. Pedri. Kubasi forwards and with intent. Pedri concedes a free kick for that. And the finish! Vermeer. De Jong. Yamal. De Jong. Pedri. Eric Garcia. Moved on forwards. Oh, can he get onto this? Barcelona have got it back and they'll have another go. That's been drilled forward. Aim forwards. Dealt with nicely by the defence. For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Played out wide. Back into the middle. Now it's Lopez. Now it's Yamal. Danger averted for now. Balde, and the keeper's got it again. Kubasi. Balde. De Jong. And he goes cross-field. Rafinha. Up towards the front line. Out to the left it goes. Chance! And he hits the net. And there we have it, the two-goal cushion. Just gorgeous, the most glorious, delicious of touches, followed up with an unerring finish. 2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
And it's played forward. Eric Garcia cuts out the pass. Rafinha. Eric Garcia cuts it out. Rafinha. Rafinha. Punched away. And he thumps it clear. That's an excellent interception. De Jong. Barcelona are still behind as we reach out for half-time. Balde. Eric Garcia. De Jong. Eric Garcia. Lofted upfield. It's an inviting looking ball, that. That's really well manoeuvred. Balde. Eric Garcia. Eric Garcia shifted upfield. That had too much on it. Oh, this looks sharp. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. De Jong. Yamal. Now, what about a counter-attack? Oh, that's a very decent ball now. Rafinha. De Jong did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Quality ball. Is onto it in a flash. That has been cut short. We expected better, and so did he. Tries a measured ball. He's hit it first time.
Well, I think his mind was made up the way that ball arrived, and I certainly admire his willingness to hit the volley.
Oh, smashing header! Attempt, just the wrong outcome.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close.
Shots! Oh, split-second reaction.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Now it's Yamal. Now it's Rafinha. And it's Balde. And here's Rafinha. De Jong. Koundé. De Jong. Kubasi. Eric Garcia, gently done. That has been knocked clear. Balde. Ferran Torres! Well, that's a foul. Which side of the line is that? The referee's decided that he was fouled outside the box, and it is just a free kick. Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning. Pedri wins the duel this time. And here's the chance to counter. Over to the left. Oh, it's played into the area. Worth a try, but not this time.
Yeah, quick thinking and the right choice for me, but that was difficult to get right.
De Jong with the clearance. Now it's Ferran Torres. Ferran Torres played out towards the right wing. Moved on forwards. It's an inviting looking ball, that. And he's managed to get free. Up he goes! Couldn't quite get enough on that.
You really could have done with engaging those crossers much higher up the pitch there. This isn't good defending.
Towards the front line. Balde. Koundé played towards the other side. That is going to be the final action of the first half. And the action is back on the way.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment, go for that goal and see if they can unsettle them.
And he has slightly undercooked that one.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Succumbs to the pressure.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Pedri. And it's Lopez. And here's Ferran Torres. Now it's Rafinha. Ferran Torres. Oh, cracking ball. Gets good distance on it. Barcelona have reclaimed it. Fermin. De Jong. Koundé. De Jong. Yamal. Aim forwards. He's onto it in a flash. And he's there to get it away. And reclaimed it in a trice. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be. Rafinha, he's on a run down the left wing. Balde going full tilt down the left. Balde pings it across. And that has been cleared. That's been drilled forward. Kubasi. Pedri. Pau Kubasi. That's a sharp pass. And it's played forward. Pau Kubasi gets across to intercept that. And that's really well manoeuvred. Defending of the desperate variety. Keeps on running. Yamal did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Delicate ball, and it needs to be. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Kubasi. De Jong. Yamal. And he goes cross-field. Rafinha, who does have an assist to his name. Pedri. Fermin. And here's Ferran Torres.
Ferran Torres really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Yamal. Oh, that's a clever-looking ball. Oh, super find. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Aim forwards. And nicely intercepted. Yamal. De Jong. Yamal. And played cross-field, changing the point of attack. Lopez. Fermin played out to the left flank. And it's De Jong. Balde spread out to the left. Rafinha. And that's a dangerous ball. Oh, he's caught in or out. And the referee has given a free kick just outside the box.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score, and obviously he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he?
Rafinha! And another try! Great defending, strong and determined. Chance here to counter. Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. Out to the right, played back in.
There's no doubt it's a long way back, but they can at least give us something to believe the gap might be closed.
Pedri. Oh, good spread. Now it's De Jong. De Jong. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Eric Garcia played out towards the right wing. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Final checks on the touchline. A change about to occur. Yamal. And the counter is on. De Jong. That's surely a foul. Free kick. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't take out that killer ball.
And he's lost his man here. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Kubasi. Out to the left it goes. Rafinha, now he's off and running. Balde, Eric Garcia, gently done. Here's Ferran Torres. Yamal. De Jong. And here's Yamal. Rafinha. Can he deliver? Balde tries a cross. Gets it away. Moved on forwards. Decent chance! Balde gets it away. Throw it. Nice interception, well timed. De Jong. Rafinha. Pedri. Eric Garcia. Out to the right. Yamal is onto it in a flash. Dani Olmo. Looks to the other side. And he's on a charge. Koundé with the slide tackle there. Pedri. De Jong. Played out to the right. And here's Yamal. Over to the left. The ball goes in. Cleared away. He's in plenty of space here. Might come loose. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Balde. And it's Balde. Decent progress down the left. Played into the middle. That has been knocked clear. And that's been won straight back. And the whistler's gone for a reckless challenge there. And No surprise, that's a booking. Tries to get it clear. Has a look and plays it forward. It's out for a goal kick. De Jong. Garcia. And it's played forward. It's an inviting looking ball, that. It's just lacking in accuracy. Moved on forwards. Pau Kubasi gets over and intercepts. Pedri. And here's Ferran Torres. Valde. Valde puts a cross in. Defending of the desperate variety. Not much subtlety about that challenge. Looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. Well, he stayed down and is in very obvious discomfort here. Deftly away. Aim forwards. There's the delivery. That is a brilliant interception. Yamal. Kubasi. Spread out to the left. Rafinha looks to get on the end of this. Oh, red, nice interception. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Yamal's cross. It's a clearance, but not much of one. That's really well manoeuvred. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Balde. De Jong played out towards the right wing. Rafinha, he has found the way through. He can get that clear. Plays it out wide. Oh, that's neat. So who's he picking out? Deep cross. Pedri is there, and he can get that clear. Balde going full steam ahead down the left flank. Moved on forwards. He's going to be disappointed with that. And it's played forward. Clearly not happy with that. And it's Olmo. Dani Olmo played out to the left flank.
Rafinha, oh, what a dampener that was, just when we were hoping he'd turn up the heat.
Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Out to the left it goes. Over to the left. Looking for a decent ball in. Koundé gets a foot in here. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Ferran Torres. Now that's well seen too. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. De Jong does really well to win the ball there. Kubasi. Spread out to the left. Really well manoeuvred, and he cuts out the supply. Run this, he's covered quite a distance already. He is just caressing the ball. Time to deliver. Out to the left it goes, and that's aimed into the middle. And the ball is out of play. Rafinha is onto it in a flash. Calmly anticipates. Ferran Torres spread out to the left. Balde tries a cross. Aim forwards. That has been cut short. Balde. Searching pass he's played there. And he's there to clear it. Pinged towards the front line. Oh, good spread. Plenty waiting in the middle. Oh, what a climb! And that would have been game, set and match.
Well, I was a bit complacent there, I thought, Peter. Maybe he thinks the game is already won.
Yamal chooses to go cross-field. Pedri. Over to the left. Cross goes in there. Tries to get it clear. That's a throw. A lovely, neat pass. Koundé. De Jong. Koundé head over towards the opposite flank. Dani Olmo. Here's Ferran Torres. Pedri played out to the left flank. And that is going out for a goal kick.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
That's really well manoeuvred. Oh, Red, nice interception.
first strike, to be honest, Peter. The pass might have been a better option there.
And it's played forward. Rafinha chasing after it. Quick ball upfield. Koundé. Cuts out the pass. Oh, there's a probing ball. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Koundé. Now it's Dani Olmo. Out to the right. That'll be a throw. Delivers with wit. Well read. And the danger is averted. He's in, surely! And that was very necessary. Moved on forwards. Eric Garcia getting this one clear. And it's come back to the keeper. Driven forward. Eric Garcia gets over and intercepts. Yamal. And it's Olmo. Into the last 5 minutes. Rafinha, the pressing's intense, and it's paid off. And that is out of play. Cross from Rafinha. Defending of the desperate variety. Rafinha crossed it, and the shot! Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Dimitrovic sends that a long way. Yamal, Koundé, Kubasi. Kubasi, gently done. And here's Rafinha. Dani Olmo, spread out to the left. It's gone for a throw-in. Dani Olmo tries a cross. Oh, this looks sharp. Driven forward. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Eric Garcia. Rafinha have it back and can go again. Kubasi. Koundé. And here's Yamal. Ferran Torres. Oh, good spread. Oh, he's found support out wide. Lovely. Now the real chance! They've scored! And what a climax we have here! Well,
I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
Barcelona give themselves a chance of a fairy tale finish. Rafinha. Yamal. Barcelona to make one last surge forward.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
He's well positioned here. Should have been made to pay.
I'm really impressed with the tenacity he's shown to intercept that. That's how they're going to make things happen.
Koundé makes the interception. And it's Olmo.
Barcelona really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
Aim forwards. He's onto it in a flash. Time added on will be 2 minutes. Moments left, barely that, to avoid a shock defeat now. That's really well manoeuvred. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. And it's played forward. A heavy challenge. Dani Olmo. Balde. Rafinha. Ferran Torres. Now it's Yamal. And there goes the final whistle. Well, this was a game they could so easily have won on another day, but alas, that wasn't to be, and they go down by the odd goal. So there it is. What struck you most about that?
Well, you can never predict the results of these games, as your usual indicators like form become pretty irrelevant. It's a tough one to take, but these players have got what it takes to come back from this.
And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening.